Welcome back to the Content Digest. My name is Charles, and this is my co-host Jerry. How are you doing today, Jerry?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I am doing exquisitely. We are about to talk about one of my favorite things in all of life.
Yeah, food.
Food.
I love to eat.
Love food.
Is it tough cooking and being named Charles?
You know what? I am in charge in the kitchen.
You better be. Charles in charge. Woo!
Yes. And I love being in the kitchen.
Do you?
How about you? Yeah, I love it. I love being in the kitchen. I love cooking.
Is that your favorite thing ever?
It's up there.
It's up there.
It's up there.
I like it. I'm not a very good chef. But
I don't know how good I am.
Yeah, well, when I cook something and it's good, I'm glad it's good. I'm glad it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But I can't say that I'm ever extremely happy with anything I make. But you know,
I've made a couple things that I think have come out really, really well.
Is it steak mostly?
Well, I've made a couple steaks that I think came out really, really well.
Yeah.
But no, also all sorts of things we might talk about in a little while.
Okay, let's get into it then. Oh, wait. Hold on. Our producer's telling us we have a sponsor?
It looks like we do, and this looks like something that I might be interested in.
Yeah, I might buy it for you for your birthday.
Well, thank you. Let's see what we're going to be talking about.
Introducing the first utensil that's more than a utensil.
It's 12 utensils.
That's one more than 11.
And one less than 13.
It does many things.
It's a spatula.
It's a blender.
It's a sportle.
It's a whisk.
It's a ladle.
It's a spoon.
It's a grater.
It's a knife.
It's a spice rack.
It's spices.
It's a telephone.
How many was that? I'm not even sure.
It's as many as you want it to be.
It could be anything.
It is the one greatest tool you can have with you in the kitchen.
The Spatula 5000.
Don't be caught with your pants down.
All utensils sold separately. What? So, I'm confused. It was how many different things?
I lost count.
Yeah, they just kept going, and then at first they think they said 12, and then it was like, how many is that?
Call it a blender?
At one point, I think so. How could it do all that?
I need one.
And how is it a spice rack and spices? Like, there's just spices in it?
I guess. I don't know. You just shape the whole thing.
That's really weird. That's really, really weird. I'd buy one, though.
I mean, I'm going to be buying one.
Yeah. They didn't give any information on how to buy.
No, I don't think so. I think you just kind of have to find it.
Just Google it.
5000,
Spatula 5000. You can Google anything nowadays.
All right.
You know what that'd be useful to do, though? Cook.
It would be great for cooking.
I love food.
I would love to have a grater on my spatula.
Oh, my God. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food. To eat out or to eat at home?
Por qué no las dos?
All
Why
right.
not both? Tell us both.
So, my favorite food to eat when I am out is probably going to end up being dessert, like a creme brulee or something that I don't feel confident making myself.
Flan?
Yeah, just anything that I don't feel confident making myself.
Milkshakes?
Or, yeah, I mean, I can make milkshakes. I have a Ninja.
That's true. You do have a Ninja.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I can make milkshakes like nothing.
I've never seen you use it,
a
but...
milkshake? I'll make a milkshake.
All right, let's go make milkshakes after this.
Okay. No, I think that, like, something like that is probably my favorite food to eat while I'm out, because, like, I mean, there are some places that I go, like, if you want to go to the Melting Pot or Radizio, where, like, some of the meats that they have are to die for. So I might say something like that. How about, and then for at home, I always love making steak for myself at home.
Oh, well.
I love making burgers for myself at home. I think that there are a couple easy to throw together things that you overlook. Like you can make taco meat and you could have tacos for like 3 or 4 days.
It's true. It's true.
What about you?
Both answers. A nice ribeye, butter-basted ribeye, with roast asparagus and a baked potato. It's my favorite thing to eat.
A baked potato, you said?
A baked potato with sour cream, cheese, bacon bits. butter.
Nice.
Yeah,
Classy.
it's very
Classic.
unhealthy, very good. I could eat it every day of my life. I'd probably die. It's pretty unhealthy.
That's okay.
Anything? What other foods do you enjoy greatly?
I love asparagus. I mean, that's
Oh,
one of my favorite vegetables.
yeah.
I like making twice baked potatoes.
Oh,
That's normally what I serve with
Yeah.
my steaks is a twice baked potato or something like that.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right. You bake a potato. You scoop out the insides. You make sure that the potato skin is intact. You mash it. You put it back in. You bake it again.
That is how you would do. That is a very straightforward twice baked potato.
Okay. How do you do it?
What I like to do, first off, I don't like wasting the bit of potato you have to leave in the skin in order to refill it.
Mm-hmm.
So normally I just like cheat and I'll do my bake my potato and then I'll take out all of the interior casing. I will mix it up with some chives, some cheese, some like sour cream, and a little bit of milk to make it like a really smooth, nice mash. And then I'll top it with some breadcrumbs and I'll throw it in the oven and I'll bake it in the oven, all mixed together just in like a Pyrex.
Ooh.
And that is how I do my twice baked potatoes.
Well, we were going to talk about recipes, but I think we already started.
That kind of was a recipe, yes.
We'll get into more later.
But other than that, I think other things that I really enjoy doing at home are just like interesting things with chicken. Like chicken's really versatile.
Yeah, it is.
I did like maple roasted chicken the other day.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was
Thanks
really
for the
nice.
invite.
Well, maybe next time I'll give you some maple roasted chicken.
All right.
But it was really nice. You know, I just marinated it in. I have a little bit of a black garlic, like a sauce, like a black garlic soy sauce.
Yeah.
And some really nice maple syrup and a little bit of red vinegar, red wine vinegar, just to lighten the dish a little bit to balance it out. Marinated the chicken in that for like 24 hours. Dried it off. It was a breast with skin on it, and actually just threw it in the air fryer for like 35 minutes, something like that. Just checking on it and flipping it and keeping my eyes on it, and yeah, it came out crispy, and I made a nice maple glaze too that I ended up glazing that in. I served it with roast cauliflower. It was cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, and then onions, peppers.
The vegetable man over here.
Yeah, I love vegetables.
Vegetables are good.
I might have thrown a couple roasted potatoes in there. I don't really.
Speaking of potatoes.
Well, I don't think we're quite ready for that ad yet. I think that's a little bit off.
Oh.
I think the next ad we have is going to be.
I wasn't even going in the ads. I was going to talk about how I love
potatoes.
No, I was going to. I was trying to say, speaking of potatoes, because we had talked about potatoes and then you were talking about potatoes. I wasn't trying to go into potatoes.
The potatoes are great.
They are. I was going to talk about how I love chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo? Yeah. Alfredo is the bomb.
Yeah, I was just at Olive Garden for a birthday party the other day. And of course, what did I get? Chicken Alfredo. Which, some people... Olive Garden's kind of polarizing. Because people in my family used to say it's fake Italian. Which, I mean, I kind of get, because they were real Italians. But I don't have a problem with Olive Garden. I think they make some decent food.
You know what's funny? I'm dating my girlfriend. I was actually going to...
You're dating your girlfriend? I thought you guys were just hanging out.
And,
wow, whoa.
Believe it or not, she's very Italian.
Yeah.
And her whole family likes Alfredo, and they're fine with Olive Garden. They're off about Italian. I mean, I think that part of it is that Italian's from Italy. Yeah. Think of it as like a very cheap Americanized Italian food, which it might be, but it's done well, and like people will say that Alfredo isn't traditional Italian food. But it's funny because I've actually seen Italians going to an Olive Garden for the first time and experiencing it. And of all of the dishes that they tried, they said that the Alfredo, which they've never heard of, it doesn't exist in Italy, was the most Italian-tasting dish on the menu. Which they found weird, but that's just what it is. It's like Italian flavors. It's just not done in a technique you normally see, with that kind of a white sauce. Gotcha. But my girlfriend made a really nice Alfredo with cream cheese.
Okay.
And that was fantastic.
Sounds good.
Highly recommend it.
Let's just get this out in the open. Is your girlfriend's name Tech?
How did you know?
Yep, that's what I thought. You're trying to pass it off like Tech can make Alfredo. You made the Alfredo, you liar.
Listen, he had his paws up there. I was holding them. I was flipping stuff.
Uh-huh. All right, well, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, I think it's about that time that we do get into our next skit. Let's see what we have coming for us.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Summer 2020. A new cooking show takes over. Will you be the worst cook in the world? Starring Florden Flamsy.
What is this? What is this? This is raw!
Where's the lamb sauce?
I don't know. I've never cooked with a cast iron before.
What do you mean you never cook with cast iron?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
All I ever had was a skillet.
A skillet? Is it at least non-stick?
I don't know.
Oh my god, get out of my kitchen!
But I'm so bad.
Yeah, exactly, get out! Get out now!
Do you have what it takes to be the worst cook in the world?
You call this Alfredo? You call this Alfredo? What is this?
I just threw milk in the pot.
That's not even pasta! That's ketchup! How'd you make ketchup that looks like pasta?
It was old.
Oh my god, you're the winner! You're the worst cook in the world!
Yay. $10,000 goes to the survivors of the meals this summer on Pox. Wow, that show looks terrifying.
I'd watch it.
I would watch it only to know who to avoid.
Is Florden Flamsy, is that Gordon Ramsay's brother?
I don't think we should comment on that.
Well, why not? Okay, I won't say anything then.
I don't know if there's any relation between the two characters.
Well, one's a real person. I guess they both are, aren't they?
I mean, he's a character personality, but yeah, he's a real person.
Most of the time.
I imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like at home.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he cooks.
You know what, though? Let's talk a little bit about like celebrity chefs that have inspired us or that we learned from.
I guess we'll start with the man himself.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on Gordon Ramsay?
I watch a lot of his shows. I love Hell's Kitchen. I love Kitchen Nightmares. MasterChef's great. I love the guy. And
Have you seen any of his new shows on Netflix? He has the home cooking show, or I believe it was Hulu or Netflix. How to be the ultimate home cook.
I saw a clip of it on YouTube. I haven't actually watched it yet. No.
It's nice. He basically shows you how to make like really elegant, nice meals at home.
Yeah, something you'll need.
Elegant home meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like elegant home.
Yeah,
meals.
you gotta cook for Tech and have a nice romantic date.
Yeah, with a candle.
Yeah.
I think that I like that. He also has like his master cooking course on YouTube that you can subscribe to, and get like 5-minute videos on how to cook all like the different dishes that you might want to cook and all the different desserts.
Do you subscribe to it and pay? Like, do you pay him? Is that how it works?
You can. There's a way to pay to join his course, or there are 5-minute videos that he has posted. So it's like there's some content for free that like there's actually a lot of content for free about how to cook.
Yeah.
But then you can go into the course and you can learn how to make like fine dining dishes from him using the paid course.
I think I'm going to start with a free one until people pay us to do this podcast.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, maybe.
And then maybe we could get Gordon Ramsay to teach us how to cook.
I would love to get Gordon Ramsay on the show, yeah.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
You think people would want to watch a Twitch stream of Gordon Ramsay yelling at us?
I think people would, yes.
Yeah,
that specifically. Him yelling at anybody is essentially like free content.
Oh, man.
And you know
I'd
how
watch
we
that.
like our content.
Oh, well, I digest content.
I digest it very well.
Tell us about another celebrity chef you might like.
So there are a lot of celebrity chefs that I used to watch that had like various shows. I'm trying to think of any particular ones. Obviously, there's like Bobby Flay.
I was just about to say I watch Beat Bobby Flay sometimes.
Then there was the one that always like had the craziest foods, over the top foods. Like the garbage can nachos and stuff of that nature. What was his name? Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, he does some stuff.
Chef Emery.
Emery? Chef Emery. I don't know that one.
Bam! Kick
Chef-
it up a notch.
Chef Emerald.
Emerald.
Emerald Lagasse.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Lagasse.
okay.
Yes, that was the name.
Yeah. One guy I've started watching a lot is Matty Matheson on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You seen him?
No.
He's a bigger guy. He's got a lot of tattoos. He makes a lot of good food from what I've seen. I'd love to hang out with that guy and let him cook me stuff.
On YouTube, I've been watching Guga a lot.
Guga, yeah, him.
Guga.
Sous vide everything, Guga
Yeah,
foods.
sous vide. I finally have a sous vide. I can start working on doing some of that
Oh,
stuff.
an immersion circulator.
Well, actually, the Instapot acts as a sous vide.
Oh, that changes everything.
Yeah.
The game has
I got
been
sous vide
switched.
bags, so
Wow.
I'm ready to go. I'm gonna try to cook some steak in there.
Is that the first thing you're gonna do? Steak sous vide?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I might do anything. I'm gonna maybe combine that with the skillet I got, or the maybe the air fryer with some chicken. Do some sous vide chicken, and then just throw it in the air fryer and get a nice crisp.
Maybe we could get a collab going with Guga. He's in our state.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
normally in the Miami area, right?
Yeah, that's where he lives.
We might be able to talk to him and see if I can try some of that Wagyu.
Yeah. Oh, I would love that.
or is this like some of the worst meat and see if we can tenderize it? I'll do experiments, anything.
Anything he cooks, I'll eat. I don't even care.
I think let me see. Bon Appetit I've been watching because I do enjoy
that channel,
Claire.
yeah.
I believe it's Claire. She does the tries to gourmet
Make it, or yeah, make
gourmet version of like things.
whatever food. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I think that's always enjoyable.
I've wanted to watch those, but then they're like half an hour long, and then I'm like, I don't want to put this much time in. Even though I'll watch half an hour of some dumb thing that doesn't matter. I do that all the time.
If it's something that you might, I mean, they give you the recipe at the end of how to make it. So if it's something that you might theoretically be interested in doing yourself,
fancy Cabbage Patch Kids or whatever.
Yeah, go for it. I think that the Hot Pockets look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like her Hot Pockets look delicious.
It's funny that I say that, but then on Bon Appetit, I always watch the Every Way to Cook-O, whatever.
Yeah.
I watch those all the time, and those are half an hour every time.
30 minutes. Those are longer than the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, usually. I just watched the Every Way to Roast a Chicken. A whole chicken. That was interesting. Beer can chicken. I never knew how that worked. You just put...
put it on a butt.
Yeah, that was very strange. But yeah, I like those. I've watched all of those. The tomato one was interesting. Every Way to Cook a Tomato. I didn't see that one coming. It was out of left field. But there were some interesting ways, and almost all of them were good.
That's cool. I like the bacon one.
Oh, that was good. You want to make bacon later? You want to like make our own bacon?
Oh, like make bacon?
Yeah, let's get a pork belly. Let's cut the bacon and let's do it. Let's cure some.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it. We'll smoke it.
We could live stream that.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want to watch people who don't know how to make bacon make bacon? Comment on the comment section.
Making bacon? Yeah, let us know. Give us that feedback. Maybe that's what'll happen. I never really thought to cook bacon in the oven until I saw that. I'd always done low and slow, or like high and fast on the top. But I really want to. I tried the oven and it came out really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's another guy I just started watching. He's I think he's got 500,000 viewers. His name's Adam Ragusia. Have you seen this guy?
I don't believe so.
He's based in Georgia, Macon, Georgia, and I don't know. His videos are very interesting. I just watched one that was it was how to make oven fries that are better than deep fried fries, and they looked amazing. So I'd love to try that. Yeah. I'll send you a link to him, and if he's listening, we'll come to Macon, Georgia, and we'll do a collab.
I will drive to Georgia, sure. Yeah.
I'll be going to Georgia in a couple weeks, so that doesn't matter. We're not doing a travel episode.
Okay, you're not gonna touch base with him when you're in Georgia.
Well, I'm going to Savannah, and he's in Macon. They're kind of different ways.
No, you're just gonna have to make the trip.
Also, I think if I called him up and I was like, "Hey, we have 14 subscribers on YouTube. Let's do a collaboration," and he's sitting there with his 500,000, he's going to be like, "Who are you? Get away from me! I'm calling the police."
But you don't know.
You don't. That's true. That is very true. You don't know. That's what I think is going to happen. It's probably what I would do.
You gotta.
I don't trust anybody.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits.
Another thing I like.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy.
Maybe you want to change. You want to change the channel to Biscuits and Gravy. That's the name of the channel. Somebody probably already took that.
Yeah, but I don't think I would just want to eat the channel.
How do you eat? Okay. Let's work on that.
Tech is getting a little bit anxious with all his talk of food.
Yeah,
it's like he's singing again.
Yeah, that was really good. That last episode.
Yeah, that was nice.
I can't believe you're such a good rapper, Tech. Wait, hold on. Do we have another? Is that an ad?
I think that
is an ad. Is that what that blinking light means?
Oh, I hate when that light blinks.
I see that's been blinking for 6 episodes now, and I'm like, what is that? And so that means we have an ad?
I think that's what that means.
Okay, let's just go to it.
I don't know what I want to eat.
Have you heard of potatoes?
Potatoes?
Yeah, they grow to the ground. They're called spuds. Have you heard of them?
Potatoes?
They grow to the ground. They're called spuds. I just said that.
Clearly I haven't heard of them.
Why? How have you not heard of them? They're a cooking staple.
What would I make with a potato?
You can make so many things. French fries. Potatoes are gratin. Baked potatoes.
Rotten potatoes?
No, potatoes are gratin.
Oh, and baked?
Yes, you can bake them.
I like baked.
Yeah, not marijuana. You put them in the oven.
Oh, that's still nice.
Yeah, you could eat them while doing marijuana.
What?
Shh, don't tell the government.
Potatoes?
Potatoes.
How
You could
much
turn a
are
potato.
potatoes?
You could smoke out of a potato.
That doesn't sound safe.
It's not. What was your other question?
How much are the potatoes?
They're pretty cheap. Last time I checked.
Aren't you the one telling me to buy this potato?
No, I'm a figment of your imagination.
I'm talking to myself?
Yes.
I'm weird.
Yes.
Potatoes. They've been around forever. I love potatoes.
Did we just listen to an ad for potatoes?
They deserve an ad.
Doesn't everyone know what a potato is? I guess not that guy.
That guy did not know what a potato was.
What was wrong with him?
Hi.
That makes sense. That honestly makes sense.
So, I think it's about time that we share some of our favorite recipes to make
Yeah.
at home, maybe in a way that can be recreated simply.
Yeah, yours will be better than mine because mine's really easy.
Well, I hope mine are easy too, but
Okay.
let's go with yours. What are you...
Well, okay, all right. So first, I made this a lot in college. You take potatoes, chicken, onions and peppers and carrots. That's it. You cut the potatoes up, in a like squares, cubes.
Right.
You put them on a grill. You cut the chicken up into little cubes or slices, however you want. Then you put that in. You're cooking all this, and you're doing it in an order, the order that they're going to cook the longest. And then you take the onions and peppers, you throw those in, you season everything, and then you put the carrots in, and you just cook that off and make a stir fry. And it's the most simple thing I ever made, and it got me through college. It was very easy.
Sounds delicious, though.
It was okay.
I mean,
It wasn't
you
the best,
spice
but
it up with like soy or teriyaki
you
or
could
whatever you want.
put any sauce you want. Like, it's very versatile, is what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I made it a couple times. Well, I made it a lot, but a couple times I did some weird stuff. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. That's experimentation.
That's the love of cooking, yeah.
That was my when I was a teenager I experimented. Same thing with this, but this time it's with food.
So, I think I'm gonna do 2 dishes.
Okay.
One is just my standard go-to steak. Mm-hmm. And I think with all of meats, I recommend that you at least season overnight and let it marinate overnight. So, season the steak with salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder.
That's it?
That's it. That's
Okay.
all I want to put on my steak, generally speaking.
Like a dry brine.
Kind of. I like to do the reverse sear method. Just no particular reason. I think a traditional sear is just fine, and I guess it could be argued that it locks in the juice a little bit better. But I find it nice to get the steak exactly to the temperature I want it.
Well, explain how a reverse sear works.
Essentially, you're just going to bake the steak in the oven at a low temperature. I normally do 275 or 250.
Okay.
And just check on it. It takes like 20 minutes maybe, and it'll be at the exact temperature that you want it at.
What temperature do you normally want it?
Normally 125. So I normally pull it off around 115 to 120.
Then it'll continue carryover
carry
cooking.
Especially when you're searing. Yeah. And I normally pull it off at around 115, 120, so that when I sear it, it's at around 125 to 130, and then while it rests, it gets to a perfect medium rare.
Yep.
That's how I like my steak. So basically, I get that started. So I'm all about like cooking efficiently.
Yes.
So I'm going to get that in the oven, get it going. I'm going to have like 20 minutes. I'm going to cut up as close to a julienne as you can.
Okay.
Some onions. A julienne is just like an extremely fine dice.
Is it julienne or julienne? I've heard both ways.
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, I don't know if there was
an extremely fine dice on the onions, an extremely fine dice on some garlic, and then I'm gonna take those things And I like to throw them into a pan with a little bit of oil and get a nice saute on those.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe add a little bit of sugar to help out with the saute if you want.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
The caramelization, the sugar
Right.
helps with that.
Yes. Then I pull those off and I throw on the steak. Probably do like 2 to 3 minutes on each side on high until I get a nice color. And make sure you can to render the fat depending on what cut of steak you have.
No, of course. Some are leaner, some are more marbled.
Yeah, so
ribeye.
a strip on the side,
Yeah.
like New York strip. You're going to have that on the side. And you want to make sure to render that.
What cut do you normally use?
So, it depends on how much money I have.
Okay. So not usually a lot.
So normally I actually like to go with a flat iron steak.
Okay.
It's an extremely cheap cut. You can probably get like 2 pounds for maybe like $10, $11. Cut it in half. You have 2 16-ounce steaks. There's a lot of marbling.
Yep.
Still tender meat. I've heard it referred to as the butcher's cut because it's normally something that the butcher gets to take before anybody makes their purchases on all the expensive cuts.
Well, that's not very fair, is it?
No, but that's perks of the job, I guess. So that's normally what I use when I'm trying to be conservative but still want to have a steak. The flat iron steak, I think it's great. Otherwise, I go for like a T-bone or
a ribeye,
porterhouse, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the porterhouse because you get 3 cuts of steak. Mm-hmm. You get New York strip. I believe you get a sirloin and something else.
Not tenderloin. No, it's I know what you mean. I can't think of what it is.
Yeah.
But yes, somebody out there is yelling at us.
Variety. I like having the variety on the plate. I think what I do with that normally is I serve that with some chopped asparagus.
Yep.
A little bit of butter, a little bit of broccoli, and a little bit of, you can throw cauliflower, butternut squash. I normally try to keep flavors consistent, so I would go with something like potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes, asparagus, broccoli.
Potatoes are pretty popular right here.
Throw it into a pot. Probably boil the potatoes first, then throw them and add them into the pot. Mix them up a little bit, or roast them first, whatever you prefer. With the butter, and then season. I think seasoning to taste is the most important thing. Everybody wants to tell you the exact measurements of yada yada yada.
It changes depending on who's eating it.
Salt and pepper and garlic and onions. Put all of that in there. Put red pepper if you want. Put garam masala.
Garam masala, interesting.
I love adding that to some dishes to give like a cinnamon, nutmeg, clove type taste to it. Or allspice. You want to put an allspice in something like. Do it until it tastes good. Taste your food. Please taste your food.
Okay, is allspice just every spice?
Not quite.
All right, continue. Sorry.
Other than that, so the other dish that I really like making is a stuffed Parmesan chicken.
Ooh.
I go
for
chicken
that.
breast from whatever grocery store.
It'd be weird if you were using pork for a stuffed chicken.
Wouldn't it, though? But I like to use the breast. Basically,
I do too.
Make a slit along the side of it to make like a nice pocket. You're going to want to stuff that with seasoning, salt, pepper, Parmesan cheese. I also like to put mozzarella cheese in there. Make it nice and stuffed, and then make sure it can fold over really well. Take that, bake it, sear it, top it with some more Parmesan, and then I am all about consistency. I want my side dish to have something connecting it to the main dish. So with that, I would take probably broccoli. I'm a sucker for broccoli.
Yep.
Broccoli and cauliflower, and maybe I'd throw like another thing of potatoes or something in there with Parmesan and mozzarella cheese in the pot, and mix that up and like have like a really nice cheesy consistency to that. And I forgot to mention that on the steak, those onions and garlic that you sautéed, you top the steak with that.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously.
I guess I assumed that, but...
I mean, I didn't want to leave that on the ether.
Yes.
And then that's pretty much it. You top it with a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs before you bake the chicken, maybe if you want. I think you can throw Italian breadcrumbs on just about anything right before baking or cooking, and it'll add like an extra layer to it.
Okay. I'm looking forward to you cooking that on our double date.
Oh,
that I didn't tell you
That's
about.
the plan?
Yeah, I didn't tell you
I
about
knew
it.
about the double date. I didn't know
Oh,
about
okay.
I didn't know about the me cooking for you guys.
Yeah, no, that was the whole
Well,
plan.
if you buy the food, I'll cook it.
Okay, good.
Is that
guess-
is that a deal? I'll take
Yeah,
that deal.
yeah. Here, let's shake on it. Yeah, all right, there you go. Cool. All right, everyone. If you want a live stream of us going on a double date, let me know.
Other than that, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Any dishes that you like cooking at home? Any other favorite recipes? Or...
Just like I said in the beginning, the steak. I love making that at home.
Yeah.
It's better when I go somewhere and they know what they're doing. But I enjoy doing it myself. Like I'm just
sure
not
you
very
make
good
a
at it.
steak.
It was all right.
Did you sear it, or how did you cook it?
I straight seared it.
Okay.
'Cause
Then did
I
you
wanted
bake
to
it, or did you cook the whole thing on the pot?
I cooked the whole thing on the stove and then I butter basted it.
The butter basting does help.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get consistent. Do you have a thermometer?
No, I did. I should have one. I just cut into it to make sure it was good.
Yeah.
It was a little overdone. That was the problem.
Yeah, you need a thermometer to keep track of steak. It's very temperamental.
It was a last second decision, to be honest.
That's okay. I'm sure it was delicious. So.
It was okay.
Let's see. I think that
Is that it? That's
we are going to be leaving you right now. However, I hope you enjoyed our discussion.
talking about food.
If you want any more details, if you want us to elaborate on any of our recipes that we came through with,
Just let us know.
yeah, I think we could dedicate some time to any of the recipes we discussed.
Absolutely. We could live stream cooking the recipe.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to see some maple roasted chicken
Yeah.
or anything at all, you just let us know and we'll try to make it happen for you.
All right. Hey, it's been fun. It's been real. Keep it cool and sick and rad. This has been the Content Digest.